Good enough. What's up, creepers? And Geekers for the Atari Creep. How is everyone doing today? It's Thursday. It seems to be the day I usually do these, when I have the time to do it, so I had some time before. I gotta get some blood work done in a little while, so I had some time before that. And I gotta go pick up some stuff from Target. Some presents that I bought online. And said, I'll go tomorrow to pick it up because I'm that lazy of a consumer. So, it's December 8th. December 8th, 2022. Actually, this day is very significant for a number of things. It's significant for the day John Lennon was assassinated. Dimebag Darrell was also assassinated, if you want to call it that. They were both shot on December 8th of their, respective years. And 2013, on December 8th, I uploaded my first video to this channel. Before, the Atari Creep was literally just a guy who didn't have a name. I never thought I would be doing this to begin with. And once I got a taste of it, I enjoy it. And it's been a real interesting road to get to 9 years. But it's been fun. For the most part, it's been fucking fun. So, to go back a whole bunch of years, 9 exactly, shortly before this date, 9 years ago, I was part of this Facebook group. I was a member of it, and I would post all the time. I was still very active, hunting for games and searching and all that stuff. And I would always post on this one group, the Gamer Geek Nation. It was a small little community. Maybe, I think it was at like 900 people when I was there, 900, 1,000. And one day I got a message from David, DVR, the guy who runs it. He's like, hey, you're posting a lot. I dig what you're doing. Do you want to be one of the admins? And I was like, well, what does that fucking even mean? I don't want to be in charge of shit. Heavy is the head that can wear a crown. And he explained what it was. I'm like, oh, yeah, that sounds fun. My girlfriend at the time actually encouraged me to do it. She says, you know what, you're too solitary. Get out there and mingle, even online with people of your own, likes and what have you. So I became an admin on this page, and then there was talks. There was a whole bunch of us. It was I think Buried from Mars was part of that group. I definitely know Dean. What was the name of his channel? Oh, it's been so long since he's done anything too. I can't remember, but really good guy. It was him. There was this chick named Nintendork or something like that. Nintendope. I don't know. A bunch of us. And we were just a little admin group, and we had our own side Facebook group just to talk amongst ourselves. And then there was talks of a network with YouTube channels and all kinds of stuff. And it was encouraged that each one of us have... Oh, the Gaming Bros. They started the Cartridge Club. They were there too. That we should all have like a YouTube channel and a personality. And we would be some kind of like a YouTube network, almost like the old Screw Attacks and the Retro Wares, or all those, but you know what I'm talking about. Channel Awesome, and it's jazz. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it at all. So I had dipped into YouTube before. I was going to do some guitar stuff. The channel is Vanner, Vanner, F as in Frank, 13, all one thing. If you really want a good chuckle, go back there and check those out. And I promise you'll enjoy them. But it really wasn't. I wasn't good at it. I didn't know what I was doing, and you'll see that. So I never thought about the YouTube thing. But then he was like, "We got to do this." So I started this channel. And if you watch my very first video, it's me showing you my game room. You know, back then I had a game room. How much has changed in 9 years? And the video was like this because I didn't even know how to orientate the phone properly, or in the app how to. It was a mess. It was a mess. I'm going to say that. I tried a whole bunch of downloadable intros and stuff. It was a struggle, but I kept doing it. And the more I did it, the more fun I had. You can tell early on one of my biggest influences were Classic Game Room. I did videos almost like, like he would just literally talk about a cartridge designs, for a system, I should say. Cartridge designs for a specific system. And I did that with Atari cartridges. I'd love to revisit that video and talk more about it. In fact, I'd like to go back to those roots. I've been watching a lot of videos from that time period lately. I've been getting really nostalgic for that era of game collecting / retro community, But I did it anyway, and I was just having fun. And I just kept banging them out. There was times where I didn't upload a video for months. There was times where I uploaded 3 or 4 a day. And I've never made it a consistent thing. Only because I've always been the type of guy who, if you watch Forrest Gump, you got that feather. I'm that fucking feather. I never know where I'm going to be tomorrow. I really don't. I mean, I'm not, you get what I'm saying. But my life has changed so many times that at any given time, I'm going to get picked up by the wind and blown. So, I don't mean to get all like fucking deep and shit about it, but that's legitimately, and I've been here for 7 years, and maybe I'll be here for another 7. Maybe tomorrow I'll be moving on. I don't know. And I'm always prepared for it. But the important part of that is, regardless of gaps, regardless of where my life took me, I always found a way. To come back to this because I enjoyed it. And that's the main reason why I kept doing it. I never pushed it as a thing. I mean, of course I posted the videos in groups and such, but I never pushed it as a thing. I never came on here to become an influencer. I never came on here to get paid. God, I never thought that could ever happen. And weirdly enough, once in a while, I get an email saying, hey, there's some money coming your way. It's never a lot, but I would never have thought of that in a million years. And I'm just shy of 2,000 subscribers. And I'd say a good third of that, if not even more, has to do with the whole Amico issue. Hey, what's up? What's up, Mass? The rainbows. I got the, oh shit, look, I got a chip clip on it. Stupid. All right, here we go. Big Baits. What is going on? Mass Big Baits. So that's really how it all started and why I've continued, or should I say, the fact that I do continue, regardless of what's going on in my own situation. Wherever I am, I still find a way to come back to you guys and do this. And I've met a lot of people, a lot. Some are gone. A lot of them are gone. And it's just interesting every year and a half or so, this rotating filter of folks that come in and out of my digital life, while others maintain. It's interesting. I would think with 2,000 subscribers I'd have all these, but no, it's not like that at all. I bet you a good third of them don't even come back to this channel. They probably never get notifications of it. It's probably just one of those things where they early on, and maybe they just don't dig what I do now. I've never really followed any trends. A good example of that is, and bless them, Retro USA. You know what I'm talking about, Rich there, of Retro View. Oh my God, you know who I'm talking about. Review Tech. Oh my God, Review Tech. I found him when he did his response to AVGN's Console Wars, the 16-bit. He pitted Genesis against Super Nintendo. So Rich did the same thing, and that's how I found him. Um, and over the years, he's changed to meet the demands of whatever it is. He can make a living out of it. But it was never like about that for me. So I never really like the Evercade. I could, if I covered the fucking Evercade, goddamn guys. But I only cover it when tragedy strikes. No, it's not my thing. I just can't get into it. I can't get into the whole keeping my ear to the ground, especially now that I'm full time, you know? I had a little bit of a luxury of working part time and being Mr. Mom until they became teenagers, where I could have dedicated a whole lot more to this. But can you guys even hear the guitar? Can anyone hear the guitar? Aside from just my string noise. But yeah, I don't know where I wanted to go with this conversation as far as just to say thank you guys to everyone. Past, present, and future. Because I'll continue to do this regardless of the topics. What's the deal with Refute Tech USA and the chickens? Hey, you know what, dude? It's 31 flavors for a reason. We can't all be into the same thing, you know what I mean? Chickens and pickles. That's what Rich has been reduced to. Reduced to chickens. Actually, I think it's not even a chicken. That's a rooster, isn't it? Isn't it a cock? Isn't it his little cock-a-doodle-doo? I get Rich. Him and I have the exact same humor. I just don't ever want to be labeled as trying to be him. So I hold back a lot of my stuff, but a lot of the noises and weird shit he makes, I do in my real life. I do it at work. That was a dime bag riff. Or lick, I should say. That one little... it's hilarious. It is hilarious. That he's a funny bastard. He's, I don't know. I go back and forth when it comes to him. He's a good dude. He's making a living of YouTube, so he has to make a living of YouTube. So I totally get. But, yeah, he's something else. He's something else. Yeah, Dimebag Darrell. December 8th, 2004. And you know what? Honestly, I think that might be why I started on this day. Not because I was, in memory of John Lennon and or Dimebag Darrell. I think I was still mourning it all those years later because he is not only so much the guitar in him, the guitarist, him as a human being. There are so many great stories about him and just great deeds he did on this planet, on top of making such gorgeous fucking music and teaching people a little bit further of what the guitar can do, in a time where metal was dead. Dimebag kept that fucking flag flying, man, and he was a special human being. So when December 8th comes up, I get a little choked up, so I bet you I made that first video to get my mind off of it that day. I don't do that for celebrities too often. Dime was one. Eddie Van Halen, of course. I mean, I made a video about Eddie a couple days after or the day of. I don't remember, but our heroes are dying, guys. At least my generation's heroes. Now, did I ever think I would do this long? Probably not. I thought it was just going to be something that would happen for a few years and then it would die off. I really thought this whole YouTube thing was going to die off eventually, as I did with Facebook. Nope, they're both still strong. That was kind of David Bowie, I think. I think I was trying to play Ziggy Stardust. Hold on. That part. Okay, there goes my copyright strike or my monetization. But no, it's cool. I just thought I'd come on and we could, chitter chat. You ask questions, or I don't know if anyone cares enough to want to know about my journey doing this. I really did not know what to do for the anniversary special, and god damn it, when the 10th one comes up next December, I don't know. I have big plans, and I've been talking about it probably for the latter part of this year, of actually starting to take this a little bit more seriously. I'm slowly gathering up equipment. I have another monitor that I'll be able to hook things up to, and then, have the double screen thing going, and I'll be able to stream properly. Right now, I'm trying to find a corner to make a dedicated, kind of like a studio space. We do have a room, and I've bitched about it years. Actually, I did a lot of videos in that room in the early days of the Amico. Just remember a lot of brown, a lot of panel. That room. It just becomes a clusterfuck of caca. Like half of my stuff that I don't really do anything with is in there, and toys from the girls that they still don't want to get rid of, but they don't do anything with. It's become a fucking catch-all, and it fucking angers me when I see that I could have my own little space. So I'm trying to muster one little corner of that to make a studio. Hang a couple of guitars, a few game-related things, and maybe a severed arm to represent my horror. You know what I mean? I don't know, whatever. And have a dedicated space to do this, and I will stream more often and take it as serious as I can, but excuse me one second. No one's supposed to be home. Alright, well, fuck that noise. Fuck that noise. The main door that we used to get in and out of the apartment fucking closed. It wasn't supposed to be open, but I heard it close. Ain't nobody there, so maybe it's the ghost of Christmas creeps coming to stick fucking holly up my ass and choke me out with a string of garland. Do you play new games too? I'm good at Rocket League. I don't. I try. It's the double thumbstick thing. I can't. First of all, I can't do first person anything. Doom, I played a lot, and I remember being sick a lot, not realizing I was getting motion sickness from it. Fuck, I want the guitar back. But no, I don't play. I can't. I'm more of an arcade style gamer anyway. So short and repetitive is kind of my deal. PS1 days I played a lot. Like Silent Hill was like one of my favorite games. Me and at the time my wife, we had a stack of notes, composition notebooks on that game. We've gone through every possible nook and cranny of it, and it was the first game I ever did that with. But I would always refer back to games like Blasto and stuff like that, traditional platformers, and of course arcade-style games. I was just never, once the DualShock came out and the two thumbsticks and everything was like camera, and I'm not very good at it. My brain just can't figure it out. You would think after like playing a game for like hours that you would finally have it, but no, there's just something in me that just can't, it just doesn't click. So I'm not really much of a modern gamer. The most modern I have here is a Switch, and I've been playing like, Atari's 50th anniversary and the like on it, but yeah, I'm not very good at that kind of a thing. It's beginning to look a lot like syphilis. I sang that like 2 or 3 nights ago because one of the girls came up to me and said, and this shocked me, she's like, it's beginning to look a lot like fuck this. I was like, what? So I sang the syphilis one, and then of course the question of, what is syphilis? I mean, she's almost 15. She should know what it is by now, but yeah, I like to Switch too. Let's see, Streets of Rage 4. I got the it's all retro stuff I have. No, that's not true at all. I have Ghostbusters. I have Ghostbusters for it. And I haven't really gotten too far on that because I can move and I can move the camera. But then once you introduce having to shoot stuff with other buttons and then, nah. The Castlevania collection, that's the one I was trying to think of. I got that from that outfit that does that makes packages of games that are only digital or something. And you order it and you never know when it shows up. It might be a year, it might be a week, it could be 6 fucking millenniums. So most of my stuff that I have on a modern console is unfortunately my speed from my generation. I play hours of Mario Golf. Right on, man. Right on. I played real golf. Let me grab the guitar again. I played real golf for a little while. I don't get it. Now, I mean, I've been married, so I get that aspect of golf. But, I say shit like that. My wife was awesome. I'd still be married to her if I could, but life, I'm that feather, right? That we talked about. There we go. All is right in the world. I have my guitar in my hands. I just never got at golf, man. And I would be so bad at it, and these fucking grown-ass dudes, mind you, I'm a teenager, not even being a punk, and these grown-ass dudes behind me would be fucking crying, I'm gonna cut through, and they'd be coming at us with golf clubs and shit, and I'm just like, wow, this is supposed to be a relaxing thing, isn't it? And then, of course, got into a stick fight with some grown-ass dude, and fucking asshole. I don't get it either. But it's great to do when you want some. Yeah, yep. You know what I use for that? Bowling. I'll use bowling on the Atari 2600 for that. Or the pinball, video pinball. Cartridge, not console. If I just want something to relax. I don't even know if you guys can hear that. Fucking helicopter above the house too. What's going on? Doors slamming, fucking helicopters. Did someone fucking swat me? Let's see. I love video pinball. Growing up with my dad, real pinball machines called Royal. I have glasses. Royal Gods. I'm 52. Right on, man. Yeah, I'm not quite 50 yet. I'm 47. Approaching 48 in March. If anyone's curious, I'm my Les Paul 50s tribute. Which people, I don't know, man. This thing gets looked down on. I think Gibson knocked it out of the fucking park. Let's see. And the way you just said March, you're from Massachusetts. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. From the greater Boston area. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just ask that chick Julie that comments once in a while. Is it Julie? The one that's always talking about her husband's uppercut? I was born in Worcester. I'm now in New London, Connecticut. Right on. Connecticut's cool. I used to go down there to Dansbury. There used to be a music mall down there called the Dansbury Music Mall. You would probably know. You're a little older than I am. It was owned by this guy named Ron. Notorious. A notorious guy in the guitar world. Ended up moving to, or Ed Roman, not Ron. Ed Roman. Moved to Vegas. And he would do some really shady shit with guitars. Like, if you brought him a guitar, let's say you brought him a Les Paul Standard, right? Not a cheap guitar at all. But they're not very flashy, you know? They're just great, solid, well-built musical tools that look great. and you wanted it to be fancy, he would literally cut the body, and he has videos out there of him chainsawing these things. And he would literally just keep the neck of your guitar and completely build a new body with like a 5 flame top and 5-star. And now there's a ton of these fucking guitars out in the market that aren't Gibson factory. It's literally just a neck onto an amazing crafted body. Very fancy stuff. I'm not going to discredit that. But it's not factory, so there's a lot of people out there thinking, oh my God, I got this like one-off from Gibson. This thing's worth $1 gajillion, and it turns out that it's an Ed Romaine creation. And I don't think he ever marked them as such. And that's where the problem is. But the Dansbury Music Mall was fucking rad. If you wanted to go look at just BC Rich guitars, there was a store for BC Rich. If you wanted to look at Kramer's, same thing. Jackson, Gibson, Fender, you name it, he had it. It was just a really interesting place to go to. It was great. I could never buy anything because of his name, his brand, if you will. He charged way too much for a lot of things. Like a $500 guitar in his shop would have been $12. You know? All because of his name recognition. I remember when Kramer's was still not a thing. People didn't give a shit about him still. He was still asking way top dollar. That was way out of the market range. And noticed the same guitar stayed for sale for a long ass time. He also bought like liquidations. Like I think at one time BC Rich liquidated all their crap, and he bought all the almost built stuff or the raw husks. I say it that way because they were necks and bodies glued together, neck through stuff. So pretty cool stuff. But yeah, Connecticut was nice. I liked going down to Connecticut. Beautiful part of this region of the country. So what else is going on out there? That sucks about the Evercade, though, huh? I know we talked about the Evercade earlier and how that I don't, follow trends and stuff, but fucking truck got jacked, old school. I will never leave New London. Right on. Oh, New England. I moved to Arizona for 15 years. And I don't know if I liked it or not. I liked it enough to stay there after my wife fucking left. And came back here. But here's what it is. I heard about that. That's really awful, right? At Christmas time. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what the scheduled delivery dates were for them. I'm going to assume they were supposed to be here for the holidays. But yeah, I mean, talking about going back to my initial thoughts, my main concern is not so much that people aren't going to get their stuff, because this is the type of company that I assume would, and they are, taking steps to right this, even though it's not technically their issue, their fault. They could just say, look, we're going to work through the insurance companies and all that. They're like, no, we're going to manufacture stuff right away. Look at it this way. Jerome, what's up, buddy? What's up? I felt so bad last stream. You literally came in right when I was hitting the end stream. I felt so horrible. How you doing, my friend? But yeah, a company like that, again, I'm not, I don't know. I just hope they don't go under. Think about it. They already manufactured these ones. They kind of had the money for them already, so whatever. They paid to ship them out, and they're gone now. Now they have to make a whole nother batch, and then they're going to rush them. It's not even going to go on a fucking a boat. They're going to put them on a plane. Can you imagine how much that's going to fucking cost? Chuck, what's up, buddy? I got a little Stevie Ray Vaughan for you here. Hold on. What should I play? What should I play on a Les Paul? There you go. That's all I'll play. If you didn't hear it, I played a little bit of Lenny. Stevie Ray, man. Stevie Ray Vaughan, man. Oh my God! After he died, everybody wanted to be every open blues jam I would go to. Obviously, a few years later, in '87 or whatever it was, I was still a child, but all SRV guitars. It was so bizarre. It was so bizarre, and there I was with my whatever I have at the time, But going back to the truck, and then they're gonna have to rush it over here. I can't even imagine what that's gonna cost. And I'm sure they're going to get some kind of an insurance thing for it. I can't imagine they wouldn't be covered under this. But this is the type of thing that could cripple a company, or at least, no good is going to come out of it. Hopefully you guys get your things, get your stuffs. But, all right, let's see. Who else we got new in here? Jerome, I said hi. Chuck. S. Mill, hey, what's up, bud? Thank you so much. Been loving my new Atari VCS, Jerome says. I'm glad, dude. I've been loving looking at it, mine collecting dust. I just don't have time. It's in the bedroom. That's another reason why, and you weren't here for that. I was talking about, and we'll get back to that. Well, fuck it. Let's just talk about it now. I'm going to try to set up an actual stream setup or recording setup. We're going to be cleaning out after the holidays this room. If you go back to the early days of at least my Amico videos, I'm in a room that's very brown, a lot of paneling and everything. I have the two hats above me. Everyone said it looked like I was fucking Mickey Mouse. One in television and one Atari cap. I'm going to try to clean that area out and just make like a little 5x5 square. Couple of little things, maybe a guitar, a couple of games, and some horror poster or something, and toys behind me. And just get some lights for the specific area. And I'm going to go serious with this. I'm going to go serious with it. Not necessarily to make it a career. I don't know if that would be a cool thing to do. It would get fucking boring to me real quick if it was something I had to do on a regular basis. So, but yeah, I do plan on making this a little bit serious. I was talking with somebody actually this afternoon about that. And they were like, I really think you should. I mean, you like doing it. You're pretty decent at it, and you have enough shit to talk about. I mean, there's tons of crap in here that I haven't even talked about, So, I want to get another setup. So I got a monitor that I can connect to this and make it like a two-screen thing, so I can hook up things like the VCS, is what I'm fucking trying to get to, right? So I can hook up things like the VCS, or get the Switch over here, and play these games properly, so I don't have to put a fucking thing in front of the TV and... Enough of this stuff. Let's take this a little bit more serious and still have fun with it. And if I'm taking it serious and I don't like it, or you guys don't like it, I'll fucking bail on it. I mean, I'll probably still use the stuff, but I won't be as serious about it, Been looking for new Atari VCS. Been loving it. Okay. I want a VCS. They look cool. I didn't get the 50th anniversary. I did get the 50th. Fucking put your glasses on, you stupid fat fuck. 50th, yeah, cool. I'm enjoying that. I was debating on streaming or playing another game for the channel. I may do that anyway. So, I bought 2 VCS. You got 2 of them? Wow, talking about diving in, bro. Let's see. S. Mill says, I got the Atari VCS for $230 on a Black Friday, but I also bought a scheduled new 65 OLED TV, blah, 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 on a console and core. Nice. Very nice, man. Keep one in the box. I agree with that. Unless, of course, your main one poops out. Let's see. Got a second during Cyber Week. A black walnut edition. I like the walnut, bro. For $239. I don't want to be a bragger, but the only reason I have one is because it was $100. I guess now I could buy one around the prices that you're getting them for, like $240. But there's no way in hell at the time that I got mine I was going to be able to. And when the $100 opportunity came for the Onyx bundle or whatever the fuck, I jumped on it. In fact, I missed it twice. But due to the generosity of good friends, they purchased 3 of them. Richard Bacon Ice Cream Productions purchased 3 of them. And I was like, dude, actually, I can't remember. I wonder if he brought it up. Do you want to buy one of these? He's like, I wanted to squirrel one away. The other one was for the giveaway, and one was for him to recoup from the flood and all that. And he goes, but if you really want it, I'll sell it to you. I'm like, you don't mind, dude, because I really do want it. So I did. I paid him $100, and I got the two, and we did the unboxing, and I painted it and fucked it all up, but the new owner of it is extremely happy with it, from what I seen and hear. So I wish you were there yesterday on the Crash stream. Oh yeah, the Crash stream. I wish you were there yesterday on the Crash stream. Well, what is that, bud? What is that, Chuck? I don't know what you're talking. I was on the Amico Forever stream yesterday. That was a great conversation. They were talking about the Crash. The Crash? That's what you're talking about. I was there, man. In fact, when you said I wish the Creep was in here, oh, you're talking about like literally on the stream. Okay, I think that would have been a good conversation. There were some things I disagreed with and some things I do agree with. We could talk about the Crash here too. Let me just catch up on this here. Got the anniversary, Esmeril says, for the Xbox. But same problem. Yeah, right on. Hey, what's up, Alan? Alan, you're supposed to start with trivia, man. Did you know? What's going on, my friend? Let's see. I missed out on that sale. Yeah, I did twice, but luckily a friend of mine didn't. Very much so. Unbelievable. VCS for $99. Honestly, I don't think it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable that it hasn't gone down to that yet. I mean, I know they're making stuff for it, and it's picking up steam. And I'm actually proud of this new iteration of Atari for doing whatever they're doing. They're following through here. A lot of egg in my face. I really thought it was just going to die off. But they're still announcing shit. So, what the fuck did I know? What did I know? Let's see, I missed out on the sales, Jerome, unbelievable. I mean, on the panel of Atari 83, yeah, I know, light finally shined on Marblehead. That would have been a great topic to join them for. You know what, those guys, we're all friends and everything and friendly and, we like each other's stuff and we watch each other and all that. But I don't know. I don't get the vibe that, like, I'm part of the crew, And I'm not saying this to, like, talk down. I'm just talking my reality. And maybe that's just my own anxieties and stuff. There was still a camaraderie and everything there. But as far as being on their stuff, I don't know. I think that would be odd. It would feel odd to me anyway. But I want to start doing stuff like that and having people on, just to talk for like an hour or two. Not necessarily about anything in particular. I mean, of course, hopefully there'll be a topic. We won't just sit there going, but. Let's see. Alan says, did you know in the early days of Nintendo, used to be on Atari, is now on Nintendo? Yes, Atari. I loved making videos like that. Playing Mario Brothers on an Atari 2600 with a Sega Genesis gamepad. Let's see. Did they recall fix all those reproduce? I'm sorry, Jet. What's up, bud? That were installed backwards? What was installed backwards? Wait, am I missing something here? Everyone thought it was going to die off. Never underestimate Atari love. I agree 100%, S-Mill. That will permanently be egg on my face, and I'm happy for it, believe it or not. I am very happy for it. Hi, Atari Creep. My wife really likes you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Do you still Amico? I still want the Amico. I still love the Amico. I still want to make sweet love with the Amico. Yeah. Can't wait to rub it against my nipples. In fact, I'll do it live. I'll do it live if you guys think I won't do it. John Hancock got some Reboot 2 Atari games, and the chip inside was installed backwards. Okay, the reason I didn't know much about that, that makes me laugh. I don't really watch John Hancock anymore. I don't have any ill will towards him. He's actually a friend of a personal friend of mine. And he actually made a little video for one of my intros, something about him going, Atari Creep, what is this, some kind of stupid millennial? Get the fuck out of here, whatever. And it was pretty cool, he was a good guy, but there was this little thing that transpired where there were flags, and I didn't like how it was handled, and to be perfectly honest with you, there's just something about him, I can't, it's not, he doesn't seem untrustworthy. But I do believe he's using the YouTube to an advantage. Not necessarily for evil, but for personal stuff that probably... I'm not going to say the word. I'm not going to say the M word. But there's just something about him seems a little... fuck it. He seems shady. Seems like a nice enough guy, but he's shady. So I don't watch him anymore, unfortunately. Let's see. Yes, it would be fun. I'd love to talk and hear Atari stuff panels. Okay, I think they were successful yesterday with the topic. Yeah, it was. They handled it very well. There's a few things that they kind of got wrong, but that's okay. That's where I probably would have been in the panel, probably pissing off Rab. The N word. No, M as in museum. M as in maggots. You ever fix it Felix Jr. game from the Wreck-It Ralph? The Sega Genesis homebrew? No, I don't have any Sega Genesis homebrews. In fact, I don't really collect much physical at all anymore, aside from pre-NES stuff. I have my Model 1 Genesis with a flash card. And I'm happy with that. And it has both Genesis, it also has Mega Drive exclusive, and it also has SG-1000 / Mega Drive. So I'm happy with that. But aside from like homebrews and stuff, I don't collect anything physical anymore. I don't have the room for it. And to be honest with you, it's stale to me. It really is. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I enjoy still playing the games. I don't do it as much as I probably could or should. But yeah. Is it any good? Is it any good? M as in money. Yes, money. That's another word. Sorry, Chuck says. There's nothing to be sorry. I have no teeth on the top row here, and I got an accent, so if something I says doesn't sound, I totally get it. Do I recommend the Evercade? Yeah, if you're into that kind of thing. I'm not a handheld guy, but I think it's a great product. I think what it is it's everything I wanted in that retro VGS. I'm going to call it that alone. That we didn't get. But unfortunately, I'm not a handheld guy, so I might just get a Versus and collect it that way. I do have the ability to connect this to the TV, so that's also another plus. I think it's a great value. Yeah, oh God, yeah, for your money. If you get the 99 bundle that comes with 3 cartridges, right there alone, you're good to go, and then the rest of them aren't expensive. They're like $20 unless you're trying to get something that's out of print. But yeah, totally recommend it. It's good times for people who like handhelds. In a studio apartment, I just have no storage for games. Dude, I totally get it. At one time I had my own house and a room dedicated to it. And now I'm in a 2-bedroom apartment with 4 people, the 2 kids and me and my missus. We don't have room for ourselves. Never mind me still collecting video games. Sucks. My last physical game was Circus Convoy. You know what? I was going to get that, but I didn't. I passed on it. I feel bad. I should have. I wanted to support it, because of who was doing it and hopes that it could continue on, you know? And I'm sure it's going to. I'm sure it got enough support. But I was kind of like more looking forward to the Keystone Caper. And I'm sure it's probably out by now. But again, I have not been because I'm trying to fix a few things up here. Not in the know. You know what I mean? I'm not looking around. I'm not going into forums. But I was looking forward to that whenever that came out. As a matter of fact, I'm looking forward to playing Brian Mancave in television port of it. I think it was Keystone Copper or something like that. I forget what he's calling it, but I can't wait to play that game. It looks great. What is a retro VGS? I'm going to just say look it up. Look it up. I don't want to call it what it eventually became. If anyone in the comments wants to say what it is, by all means. By all means. Retro VGS was going to be a game system that used cartridges much like we used to have as a kid. And I was excited for it because it was a new game console, not modern, not of the generation, but a new console that I could potentially go buy cartridges for. And they would be games that were more my speed. So I would still have that, Christmas morning, my girlfriend may have got me that game, you know? Because I can't get into the newer stuff. I can't get into it, as we discussed in the early part of this stream. And then it disappeared. And then it came back with a licensed name. And then they started frauding everyone by putting other consoles' hardware inside their shell. That wasn't their shell to begin with. They purchased the molds for it, yes, but I'm not going to say the name. Unless someone gives me $100 in super chat, I will not say those two words. And I'm saying that because it was a ridiculous price. Don't fucking do it. Don't do it. Whatever happened to I don't know, Audacity? I have no idea. I didn't follow that either. I'm sorry, guys. Here I am talking about, I would love to, make this grow. What is this? I don't know. Was Harry's pizza good? Yeah, it was decent. Sauce was a little sweet for my liking, but the dough was great. He didn't skimp on anything. Harry's was really yummy. Really yummy. Do you have the At Game Sega Genesis Flashback Portable? I do not. I have the Atari one with the wood grain, and I have a broken first generation of the Flashback Portable. But no, I don't have any flashbacks except for my portable. Come to think of it. Technically, I do have another one. Canadian Zangief gave me a thing called the Cigari 2600, and it was a Flashback 2 with a cartridge port installed inside of a cigar box. We should bring that thing back to life. It needs some wiring. We should bring that thing back to life. That would be wonderful. But no, I don't have any flashbacks, to be perfectly honest with you. Let's see. I also bought the support and experience, the patches, the second patches for the first 100 ones. Right on. Let's see. I love my retro 70. Yeah, dude, the retro 77 is like, now that I've been able to get through all of my initial issues with it. Unfortunately, fortunately, the new VCS took its place in my bedroom. I've been actually playing Atari on here with a fucking small fight stick. Chuck donates $100. Not saying it. Just got a copy of Millipede. It's awesome. Millipede is great. Chuck. I tried for it, but the web keeping looking because I get clear. Oh, okay. You guys are talking amongst yourselves. Did you get the physical cartridge Yards Returns? No, I did not. And it's not because I didn't want to buy it as a physical thing. It's because I already have so many ways. I guess I could say that about any of my Atari games. But I didn't want to pay that much just to have a cartridge. I'm trying to say this without sounding like I don't want people to make the money that's due to them. But if I were to have that on a cartridge, there's no reason why I couldn't just do it myself, just put it on a cart. It was just one of those games where I just they should have come up with something new. But it's cool that you can have a physical copy of it. I'm not saying anything again. And if I get a good deal on one in a group of stuff in the future or something like that, I'm not opposed to owning it. I'm just looking at what it is and how much it was, and it just didn't balance for me at the time financially. So I didn't pick one up. It's a great game. It's a great game. And I hope whoever actually programmed it to begin with is getting some cut from it. Because they deserve it. They deserve it. They did a great job. Had issues the first few days. I'll wait till the next day. Okay, so you guys are talking. You guys are talking amongst yourselves. Well, I've been on for about an hour. I gotta go do adult stuff now. I need to leave the safety confines of my fucking tomb here and go out and do stuff. Retro AVS good, retro VGS bad. Well, technically retro VGS can't even be bad. It never happened. Never, you can't say something that didn't happen is good or bad, I suppose. VGS bad. You bet your ass. That whole situation sucked. Audacity Atari Games. Thanks for this. Have a great day. Happy anniversary. Yeah. Before I totally go, I do want to just say one ceremonious thank you to everybody. Again, past, present, and future. Round 2 Gaming. That was Dean's channel. If it wasn't for DVR and the Gamer Geek Nation and all those cats, that kept me going for a long time. Girlfriend Versus, all that. I wouldn't be doing this, I guess. I don't know. I was on Reddit. Shady was being nice. Shady was being nice. I don't go to Reddit, man. I don't think I've even been on the website. But yeah, I want to thank everyone for putting up with this. There's a lot of new names in here to me. And I enjoy seeing that as well as the classics, I'd love to see a great mix of both of yous. Hopefully these live streams can get bigger and more frequent and a little bit more on track or whatever. Or if you just like the riffing, that's fine with me too. I kind of do my own thing, but I'll take cues from you guys. It's no problem. No problem. Let's see if we can't get 2,000 subs by the new year. I'm going to be giving away a console and a whole bunch of games for it, so once that happens, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but no, I'm not going to play a little song. I mean, I could get copyright strike if I played someone else's stuff, and I don't really have anything that I've written lately. Someday in the future, I promise. So guys, I hope you're all doing well. Enjoy the rest of your week. Hope you enjoy your weekend. Hope your holidays are going great so far. Not too stressful this year. And until next time, take care. Creep it real. And bye-bye. Thanks for 9 fucking wicked good years. These have been fun.